And good evening to everybody, and good morning to the guys in the western side of the world, all the Americans and the South Americans and the Canadians, all those guys. Good morning to you guys. Let me quickly see. Mikma, Krister, I said hello to you already. Then there's Jet Power. Hello. Yeah, Jet Power. Let's see if that thing registered you already. Well, we are at spot. Yeah, you're number one. You're in. You're in. Right, then, Nightbot, good evening to you too. See you doing something there. So, yeah, right, okay. McTrying is here with me. We're going to fly from Chicago Midway, and it is absolutely horrific weather. And to top it all off, this runway here that we're going to take, this one here, is short. It's only 1,900 and a little bit meters. Okay, so we're going to probably have to pull a little rabbit out of our hats to get off here. I hope we are not too heavy and that we will make it. Ha! Right, so
Bleeds off, Nico.
I'm thinking. I'm seriously thinking about it, Mac.
Well, you could leave your APU running to get some bleed air.
I'm thinking about it.
You have to.
Right. Before start procedure. Mac is too loud. This is the first time anybody has ever said that to me.
Oh.
Let me actually check my sound as well again. I'm going to have to get into habit to check myself. All right, how do I sound now? Because that thing pulled me right down. So I'm probably too loud now as well. Okay, how does that sound? I pulled Mac a little bit down and I pushed mine a little bit up. That's it. Okay, or even. Well, we'll check it out. You just shout as we go on. You know, we'll do what we can and take it as it comes. Okay, right. So let's get going. That's done. That's done. That's done. Yes, CG.
Ready for before start checklist.
On.
Trim up.
Here, Linda, sweetie. 159. 159. Yeah, I'm thinking flaps 15 Mac. We must actually go and change that. Flaps 15 or flaps 25 might be an option in this condition, but let's just go. Sure, we're still in the wet condition. Sorry, my switch was in place. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Thank you. So glad you are back. Yeah, it's very nice. The wheel goes in. Okay, I'll have to put some gusto in it. I'm sorry.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Right, so we're at 13 degrees, so we don't need the anti-ice stuff, fortunately. Interestingly enough. But I think we're going to fly into the cold.
v4.05.10. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Thank you, Linda. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Yes, ma'am. Right, everything is set. You are happy. Yes, and we get vectors and all these funny things. Now that I think about it, it's going to actually be better to do heading select instead of LNAP and do heading select.
I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Let's do it proper American style. Let's just go select and then we do level change and those things proper American style. Leave all the European fancy tricks at home. Brake is off and taxi light goes on. So up in, let's go. Get chopped up so I see the taxi. Basically straight. Yeah, lots of lightning and everything in the area here as well. Eh? In Afrikaans we say it is woes. It's wild.
Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
Ah, you said you did it. You said you did it earlier.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff. Trim down.
Where are you going? Oh, I don't agree with you. 425. Okay. It could possibly be because I changed the flaps. That's the difference. Obviously. Alright, okay. Mac, because she did the before taxi checklist, she switched the APU off. Let's see if we can actually get it going.
Oh,
No, Linda. It's part of the before taxi thing. She switches
yeah.
everything off. Yeah, there it's going again. I need to get my checklist. I can't remember that thing part of by heart. Just.
Just got to remember the configuration for the bleeds off and APU on, haven't you?
This is why I'm grabbing my checklist quickly. I don't want to make a mess of it. So you make that C form, but it's a special way. So. Yeah, checklist is open. I feel like a real pilot again. Second one. There you go, Dave. I'll just double check it. If I actually accepted the system. Okay, I'm too scared to ask her to do anything else. Just now she switches it off, so I'm just going to quickly do what I need to do. Right, so we're going to go to weather radar. Switch the transponder on or at flaps 5, Close down.
Flaps 5, you said 15.
15, correct, Mac. Thank you. I know I did because I already programmed there, but I never set them to
Ready for
15.
before taxi procedure.
Right, no, you can wait. Now what we need to do is grab that checklist. Okay, so that thing closes. That is auto. That is auto. If the engine lead. Right, now, so now the APU is giving the air to the guys in the back so they don't suffocate and get some problem with breathing there. And the engine bleeds off, so we have a nice lot of power now. Let's go. I'm anyway going to just sit on the toe brakes for a second or two before letting go, just to make sure we've got enough to get off here.
Approaching 13 left.
Yeah, look at that weather. Thank you, Scotsman. Awesome. Up this real estate, yeah.
On runway
Every inch is
13
important.
left.
Right. Sure we are kind of semi-straight on that tiller. Right, you can steer it out. Feet a little bit, right, so we've got that.
Stabilized.
Toga. Alright, there we go.
Takeoff thrust set.
Pushing forward on
80
this.
knots.
Yeah, there we
Throttle
go. Peace. Come on, come on. Runway short,
Rotate.
and we made it.
Positive rate.
Living the dream. There we go.
Acceleration altitude.
Okay, my yoke is not responding to me. Why not? Yeah, my yoke is dead. Oh, there it comes
Transition
back.
level. Ready for approach checklist.
Stupid. And it's dead again. How crazy is that? Okay. Right. Okay, so. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. It was the wrong thing to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Now I want to come back here. This one, this one, this one, and that one. Now we can switch that. You off. See, that's what I wanted to do. This flaps one. Phew. Made it.
Flaps 1 set.
Right, let's go. Now we need to turn around. Right, let's do it proper. Let's go get that one and I'll have. That's the other stuff. Switch off. Yo, that was busy, eh?
Flaps up and set.
All. Okay, I hear what you're saying, or I see what you're saying. Listen now, because now I've just pulled Linda and the aircraft sounds full open. See if that sounds better. The eyes on things now. And then it loses the connection again. I think this wire needs to be pulled up again. It's not tight enough. Hope that helps. Alright, okay.
See, I would have expected to see more on the weather radar.
Yeah. Yeah, much more. See, it's now on the altitude, it scans and stuff. The thing that I haven't seen in a while is that cloud field. It's like they switch it
Yeah.
off. I don't know. We need to find out what the hell happened there.
Oh, there's some red appearing now, look, on
Flight
the
level
top.
100. Landing lights switches off.
No, oh, no. Yeah, to me, it's probably not quite.
It's not right, Mac, because that's what you need to see. And depending on the levels that we are, remember, we need to see 4,000 above and 4,000 below, right?
Yeah,
Anything
Yeah.
beyond that needs to be in the cloud field configuration, and it's like that's been switched off. It's not there anymore. So I must actually reach out to my buddy there at Lamner and ask him, what's happened? Why are we not seeing the cloud field? Let me actually take a screenshot. So I've got something like that. Okay, and then let's take a screenshot of the map. So I can show him.
Matt wants to look at exactly the direction that you're flying.
It's just I made sure everything is up. Why did it change again, Scotsman? I'm at 100%. Okay.
Oh, some red in the bottom corner now.
Yeah,
look.
yeah. Now in front of us, dude. Look. Ooh, there's a little bit of cloud field. See.
Okay. That means you must be going under it or over. Ah, the red's coming now, look, Nico.
Yeah, yeah.
That's populating, yeah.
As we're climbing.
Yeah.
But one would have expected the cloud field long before we saw the actual filled in field.
Yeah. What range are you on there?
Check now. 80.
Okay.
Base 40. Yeah, well, we're bouncing, eh? Like a rodeo now.
Approaching transition.
Mi'kmaq it's supposed to. It definitely is supposed to, but I'm not sure.
What's
Don't
the
fly the
temperature,
Hawkeye.
Nico?
8 degrees
Transition
plus.
altitude.
Okay.
Why we don't have icing on the wings yet, but I continuously check it.
Yeah, I thought it was below 10 degrees. You should put it on.
Yeah, below 10, I would say yes. You're right, Mac. So let's put on the engine
Well,
anti-ice.
engines anyway.
Yeah,
Engine
yeah.
anti-ice.
The wing anti-ice will just on it. Probably 30 degrees, Krister. I mean, it's throwing us quite badly now. But not at 30 yet. Just going through the motions. You know, typically in the real world, I would have just said, sorry, let's fly around this cell. We're climbing over it. It's getting less, you see. Literally climbing. I think it yet to climb. Guys, while we're sitting here and we're all stressing a bit, you might as well enter the competition if you have your iPad and if you have your Apple Store email, please. Instructions at the top of the chat and also below the video, all the rules. I see the two guys that can actually see them. Yes. Go. See.
So, what we call in the cut-off time? 20 miles before top of descent or what?
Yeah, I think that's about what we've done all done. Let's do that. Let's do that.
So, get your votes in quick or...
Yeah. Tell you one thing, I'm glad I'm not in this aircraft for real. Wouldn't mind being the pilot, but you sit at the back.
I don't know whether it's old age, Nico, but when I was flying, rough weather didn't used to worry me. But now I know more about aircraft. I do think about how well they're put together and how well they're going to stay in one piece. When you think every significant turbulence is actually putting a strain on the aircraft. It's using up what we call fatigue life.
Yes. It looks like God's window, huh? There in front of us.
Yeah. The lighting effect at the moment with X-Plane 12 is brilliant. Look at that.
Yeah, I love it. Well, it's not Battlestar Galactica. It must be Star Trek. Maybe Buck Rogers. How's that? Sure. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Oh crap. I switched my auto throttle.
Look at that cloud.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the temperature now?
-11. Just keep my eye on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
The moment we see the flippin' speed drop, naturally
1000 to level off.
drop. Hello, Vaughan. There's blue sky. Can you believe it? We've got 3 entries now. Mr. Aviate also joined us. Welcome. Yeah, it looks interesting if I look ahead.
Oh, Nico, did you see the message in general chat left by your friend this morning?
No, which one?
The one for the app.
He left a message in Skymatics that said Merry Christmas. That's the only one I
No.
saw.
No, there's one in general chat. There's a beta program you might want to get involved in.
But I don't have Apple, so I can't help him.
Ah, true.
Yeah. Uncle John is part of the beta program already.
Is he? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. No, actually. Is our meteor snow 27 gusting 40. Yeah, Mikma. That thing is so old. It's my daughter's tablet. I'm not sure if that will actually run the software. That's the flippin' old tablet. I know. Thank you. Appreciate it. Neil has got some interesting streams and videos, eh? Yeah, I've got my tablet here with my web FMC. It's open here on my lap, and I'm loving it. Okay, quick quiz. Who of you can remember the formula that you use to set your VREF speed for landing when you've got gusting winds? Anybody? Anybody? You're heading in the right direction, but not entirely.
What
Thanks
have we
for
got
guessing,
so
John.
far?
VREF plus 10.
No.
There you go. It's half the headwind component plus the gust factor to a maximum of 20 knots.
Correct.
So if we have 27 knot wind and then 40 in the gusts, you're talking well over 20. So we're going to go to VREF plus 20.
And if you want to cheat people, if you go to websites like Meta or whatever, it actually gives you the headwind and crosswind element, so you get the gusts worked for you.
Yeah. And if you've got desktop charts, you can also see the headwind is 30 and the side wind is 3. Just as a matter of interest.
Yeah.
Now we're talking on the Boeing, the 738. The maximum is 20. Okay. I know a lot of guys say 15, but according to the book, it's 20.
Yes, yes.
20 is the max. Read my comment. It says there in brackets, to a maximum of 20. So half of 27 is 13 and a half. Your gusting component is another 13. That's 26 and a half. You can't add that, so you go for 20. That's the maximum you can add. Go.
Now, if you really want to take it to extremes, Nico, do you want me to give you a challenge?
No, thank you. I'm going to enjoy the challenge I'm getting already, Mac. What did you want to add, by the way, just because I'm curious?
Flapless.
Flapless. Oh my soul. I don't know if this runway is long enough to handle that, Mac.
How long is it?
Right here, check.
The only reason I'm thinking is because what will your flap up speed be for landing?
Well, it's going to be in the region of 160.
Exactly. Then you got the winds on top.
I would say we land flaps 15. Okay. I'm comfortable landing flaps 15 and then max plus 20.
Have to tell me what the flap 20, because There is a VREF speed you mustn't exceed, isn't there?
Yes. We'll look at it when we get closer.
I was just trying to
I
get
understand.
people thinking, you know.
Yeah. I don't know that formula off by heart, Scotsman. I actually look at desktop charts because it tells me my headwind component is 30 and the side wind is 3. It literally tells me. I'll show you. So I'm lazy, and that doesn't really help you. But there, you see, there it says 3 from the right and 30 from the front. See, that's the quickest way of working it out. Just reading it. But I know Sasso, when Sasso is here, he calculates it in his head. He knows that very well.
Well, he remembers certain angles, doesn't he?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Don't remember. Is it 10 degrees or 15 degree angles he remembers? I can't remember. You can also change it in the FMC, can't you? So that the wind shows as a cross rather than direction.
I don't know if Zibomod supports that. You can do it in some of the GA and with the Garmin 1000, and so you can do it. But I don't think this one supports it. I've never seen it.
Okay.
You can maybe go try find it.
I can't at the moment. Okay, I'll look into that one.
Yeah. Right, we have -7 at the landing airport. Snow. Bad gusts.
Let's hope they snowed the runway then.
Yeah, we'll see. See, it starts heating up. We want to go down to get this back on just go down to 28. 1,800. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for a Cat 3 anyway, just because we need to. Okay, 2,800 and 322. Gents, I'm not reading your messages, so just bear with me. I need to set up quickly, then I'll scan through all the messages again. 322. Right, that's still fine. 2997.
I'm going to say thank you, the one who said VREF plus 20, Nico.
Okay. 29. Just give me a second. 997. Is that 7? Wow. Okay, so it's a bit heavier than when we were at takeoff. Okay. Cat 3.
No.
Cat 3.
The comment is VREF plus 5 plus 20 or VREF plus 20.
That's VREF
it's
plus
VREF
20.
plus 20.
Yes.
And generally that's to do with the max flap speed, why it's like that.
Right, so we set flaps 15, so that's 161 at flaps 15. Right, and we're going to have to check because we can't exceed that 20 knots additional. So we're already at VREF plus 60, 61 just because of flaps 15. You know, where's Sasso when you need him? Sasso, come on, help. Because if we do
Poor
flaps,
man's
okay.
probably working.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to add 20 knots on top of 161. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Because that is what it basically means if we use flaps 15. So we'll have to come back to that one. Okay, forecast. West.
So what you're saying, should your flaps fail, you're going to have to divert.
Yeah.
Have you got an alternate airfield?
No. I'm probably not going to do it. You know how I operate. I'm a cowboy. So why can't we request the winds? What's this thing doing? Think ready, but it doesn't give us any. So where is it? Oh, there we go. Execute. Right, then you go back there, go to the next page, yes. Beep word. Go to -8, leave it at that, and then the altitude was 981. So it's going to compensate up to 1070, that's fine. Okay. Then we need to go and set this thing up. Need to make sure we've got the 3-degree glide slope, that is correct. We need to check the length of this runway is 2591. 25. So that's the elevation. It's not right. That's not what we want. How do we cancel this? The length 2591. Yes. There. That's the length. Okay, elevation is 9.1. So elevation is 981. Length 2591. That's it, that's it. Okay, so we've got that set. There's our heads up display if we need it. Okay.
Can I
yeah.
make a suggestion? Your flight for today, you haven't put it in your planned flights. Could
I
you
didn't.
put it in for people who might want to fly it?
Of course, Mac. Alright, I see the runway that we used earlier is no longer in use to take off. Okay, so the guys must just do what they do if they want to fly this. There you go, it's plugged in there. Okay. Amazing. Goodness. Alright, okay, so how far are we now? 125 nautical miles. Let's run through everything. Frequencies, there's the ILS frequencies. Just double check that. See there. Yes. Right, and the course heading 322, that is correct. Minimums, there is no minimums. This is full category ILS. We've got an RVR of 6 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're still legal. How's that? That's amazing. Okay, then okay, auto brake, I've set it to the max. I'm not taking any chances. Don't want to end up in the pub again. Right, got those that wild. EDF. I don't know how far we're gonna get with extra 20 on there. We'll add extra, but it's not necessarily going to be 20, just because that is a very high figure already. We're coming in very fast with flaps 50. Okay. We shall see. Right, comments. What did everybody say? There's a lollipop. I like the lollipop. Nice one, Krister. Engine fire. No Scotsman. I want to go home when I land. I don't want to worry about paperwork. you didn't realize that extra 50 quid I put on the ticket price was danger pay for me, hey? You're just here for the ride. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw anchors when we get down there, eh? And we're gonna have to put her down one way or another. No pussyfooting around. This thing needs to plonk it down. We're gonna smash it. You guys just please promise me you don't put your tongue in between your teeth. You keep your mouth shut before we touch down. You don't want to bite your tongue off. Right, 110 nautical miles for 50 cent. Max order.
Right. Anybody who's got an iPad or a Mac account?
Yeah.
Have you put all your
entries?
Let's call it entries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, gentlemen. Time's running out. We've got 3 contenders tonight. At least it's not just one person. Yeah. We're at minus 15 outside temperature.
Well, that altitude, that's not low.
Yeah.
In fact, it's reasonably high. You are flying south, though, aren't you?
Oh, west, south, yeah, southwest.
Yeah.
Flight deck 1, there we go. There's the boss. Hey, did you delete your comment? I just saw him pop up and it's gone. I think he Michele, you don't worry, man. Put your comment. We're about to do the draw. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to do the draw. We've got only 3 guys interested this evening. We don't have a lot of guys on stream. We've only got 23 viewers on stream. So, it's weird, man.
Yeah, it would be handy if the application was also for Windows as well, wouldn't
Well,
it?
Android.
Or
There's
Android,
Sasso
yeah.
on top. Go ask Sasso to join us. Why is he sitting at the top? Mac, go fetch him. Ask him if he can join us. There you go. There's Michele now.
He's
I see
here.
you. Hello, Sasso.
Hello?
Sasso, we've got a very interesting question. Quickly. I was planning a flaps 15 landing. We've got 32 knot headwind with additional, it's gusting 40. Okay? So,
Okay.
what do you do in the real world? How do you handle that? Is it a flaps 15 or do you still use flaps 10?
No, flap 15 is an abnormal, is a non-standard configuration. So
Okay.
we don't go flap 15 unless we have issue that require us to use flap 15. Even if
Okay.
it's gusty wind, we still go for
30.
flap 30.
Okay.
40, the problem with 40 is that the aircraft is going to be a bit more sluggy, a bit more, let's say, difficult to control.
Yes.
So it's better to have flap 30 to have a bit more maneuverability.
Okay,
As well, consider flap 30 is 175, the maximum speed
yes.
for that flap. So that's why it's better to have flap 30 in this condition.
Okay, that's all I needed to know, because I was messing around in my head trying to remember everything I was taught, but it's so long ago I've tried something like this. So anyway, okay, we're going to do the flaps 30, and we're going to take half the headwind plus the gusting component, which is going to take us like probably 20 knots over, you know, so we'll see just now.
Yeah, it's VREF maximum plus 15, so watch out for that, huh?
Yeah, but...
15 is it now?
Max, say
Sorry?
again.
VREF plus 15, is it?
I thought it was 20.
No, now you are asking me something. Stand
Exactly.
by, I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, please check, because then if it's 15 for real, I need to change my documentation. But when I did my investigation, as far as
I remember, it's 5 knots below the maximum speed for that flap. So give me 1 second. Check.
That might be plus 15 at 15, but normally 30 and 40. I thought it was VREF plus 20.
So 737-800.
Let him read the manual.
Enter the table, blah blah blah. Approach speed correction. Half of the reported steady headwind plus full gust.
Yes.
Note, the minimum command speed is VREF plus 5. The maximum is VREF plus 15 or landing flap placard minus 5, whichever is lower.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so
In other
15.
words, if it's flap 30, it's gonna be 175 minus 5. So 170 is the maximum of V-fly speed. In other words, the V-fly is what you set on your MCP.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, apologies,
You
gentlemen.
were testing me, huh? You were testing me, huh?
No, not at all, not at all. We
No, I'm
already,
joking.
me and Mac
Yeah, I
remember
remember.
20. Yeah, and
I
I'll
tell
have to
you,
change
the
my
20 is
documents.
coming from. The 20 is coming from the white bug.
Okay.
On approach, the
Okay.
white bug is a VREF plus 20, which, believe
okay.
or not, is flap 15 maneuver speed at the actual speed. So if you have a problem, if you have an engine failure, and you need to retract for any reason the flap from 30 or 40 to 15, just bug the white bug. That will save you. But in terms of gusty situation or adding wind component, VREF whatever it is, plus 15 maximum.
Right, so I nearly set Nico a challenge. He didn't accept it. If he had to do a flapless landing, would it be possible with 30 knot headwind and 3 knot side wind?
It depends on what the QRH says. I don't remember, let's say by heart, but give me 1 second. So we're talking about flight controls, all flap up landing. He says set VREF 40 plus 55 knots. And it does not say anything regarding the correction. So he says only flap. Yeah. So by looking at the QRH, the speed will be VREF 40 plus 55 knots. 55 is a fixed value.
Yeah.
And apparently there is no wind correction.
Interesting.
So that's what you will fly during the approach.
So on a 2,900 meter runway, would it be possible to land, given the wind?
Well, technically yes. Apparently that's what the QRH says. Now, of course, I would avoid going in such a wind situation. But if that's the only option, technically the QRH, all he says is, in terms of speed, set VREF, which is equal to flap 40 VREF plus 55 knots. And it doesn't say plus wind additive.
Yeah,
if you go into the engine failure, for instance, so landing on one engine in operative landing, it does say add wind additive,
Okay.
Gentlemen,
but nothing in this case.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Sasso, if
Yeah.
there is no gusting, but let's say there's a 30 knot headwind, do you also do correcting, or do you only increase the speed if there is a gust involved?
No, so normal condition, so we are not talking about any non-normal configuration.
Yeah.
If there is any steady wind, headwind component, we correct half of the headwind.
Okay, half of them.
Yes. So it's half of the headwind plus the full difference between gust and steady wind.
Okay, but if there is no gust and steady wind, then it's just
If
half
there
the
is no gust, it's going to be only half of the headwind.
Okay, now we understand
Yep.
so much more. Much better. Thank you very much. You came.
Pleasure.
I was calling you. I'm sure your spirit heard me call because I was calling you.
Yeah.
Sasso, come. Where are you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Believe or not, I'm chatting with Michele here in the background.
Which Michele?
Flight
Your
deck.
Michele or my? Oh, okay. All right.
Flight deck. Yeah.
Oh, flight day.
So I'm gonna be here, but silent, because I'm just waiting
No.
for him.
I
No worries.
dragged you down. I was ordered to come and fetch
Yeah.
you, Nico. Sorry.
Well, when I saw you, I just said, Mac, go fetch.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So listen, we're gonna do that draw. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the draw? Anybody else who wants to quickly get in on the last minute? You guys need to tell me now. You need to quickly get your ticket in, otherwise it won't help. Right, is our ticket. So we've got 3 guys. Gentlemen, I wish I could give each one of you a copy, but unfortunately, this is it. We've got one left. Michele, we're going to do the draw. I don't know what you can see on your phone or wherever you are, but there you go. Let's click the button. There you go, Dave. Dave is the winner.
Well done,
Thank
Dave.
you. Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you everybody for participating. Dave, I need your Apple Store email please in my DMs before the stream is over. Otherwise we have to roll the dice again.
Ready for descent procedure.
And there'll be one person here. Hope you have to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah, Sasso's muted himself, Mikma. Keep your question until he comes back, then ask it again, because that is a really good question. Me personally, I gauge it, you know, every circumstance is different. And when it goes like 10 knots headwind or more than 10 knots, then my common sense tells me it's time to start changing the values, because then you're going to fight against that wind to land. So that's just me. He'll tell you the correct. Are you sure, Michele? I see that. Okay, gentlemen, so Aviator and Jet Power, send me your code as well, your email please, the Apple Store, and then we're going to share the code and we'll take it up with Michele if it doesn't work, but he says we can. So let's give all 3 of you. Send me your details, please. Sasso?
Yes. With a question for me or something.
Yes. At what point, how many knots headwind do you start to add speed on the VRF Plus? So if it's 10 knots or 20 knots, at what point?
As soon as it is 11 knots headwind. Reason is, we never go below VRF plus 5. Our V-fly is always gonna be minimum VRF plus 5. never bug VREF. And in fact, guys, and that's replicated in the Zibo. Now, Nico, I need you for a demonstration. If you go into your FMC, please, go into the legs page, and now scroll until you find the runway point. There you go. Speed next to it, 154. 154 is my V-fly. How can I see that? Because if you now press init ref, 149 plus 5, 154. Now, if you can take in the screen also the FO FMC, please, and legs page to the runway point into that FMC. Good. Now, let's make a correction, Nico.
Yeah.
Make the correction, wind correction, plus 9, for instance, on the left, on the init ref.
There.
Yeah, just there. Set 9, please.
Yeah.
Now look.
Oh,
now look at the runway, guys. There you go. So we never fly the VREF. We always fly VREF plus the wind correction, which is a minimum of 5 knots. So if the end wind component is less than 10, forget it. We stick with 5. If it's more than 10, starting from 11, we use the half of the headwind technique. Of course, guys, if it's 11, it will be 5.5. Don't get mad, just put plus 6, you know. Remember one thing, this is only applicable if you are expecting to disconnect the auto throttle before the landing, before the flare. If you are doing an auto land, do not make any wind correction, because the auto throttle will remain on up until mainland gear touchdown. So on an auto land, we do not change the wind correction. We do not add anything. We leave it as 5. The reason is, guys, we are human, we make error, we are not going to be precise. So if we are expecting to disconnect the auto throttle, if we have any headwind component, we are expecting to bleed off that speed during the landing as we close the thrust levers. If there is the auto throttle on up until the landing, that's a computer. So it will hold exactly the speed set on the MCP up until the touchdown. Make sense?
Yes.
That's presuming 2 things. One is that you put the winds in, or the meta in, for the airfield when you get there. And secondly, the question, can you dial the VREF plus speed lower than 5, or does it only go to 5?
You can set even below the VREF on the MCP, but that's not the correct way.
No, not on the MCP, in the plus VREF in the FMC.
That's a good one. I never tried to modify below 5. I guess you can do it because it's just an Excel file.
I'm wondering whether it's a finite figure you're not allowed to go below.
No idea.
Okay. Reason for asking the question was to verify the Zibo implemented the real aircraft.
I would like to try on the real one. What I can tell you is that we never bug below 5. We always correct above the 5 based on the headwind, half of the headwind.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So that's what we do.
If you can't,
before you go on, give me a second. Dave, what is your username here on Discord? Let me just see if I got it. Because I've got Fly Like Cat and I've got Jet Power, but I don't see a Dave here. So I don't know where your message is, buddy. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this the numbers out.
Right. Can you think of any circumstances where you'd want to use lower than VREF plus 5? Any emergency?
Look, even on a ditching, which is extreme case, even on a ditching, the checklist says set VREF 40. So even on an emergency, we still have a minimum speed to fly.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay.
The last thing we want is to drop like a stone. That's why we need the minimum acceptable speed. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay, good.
I was looking, Nico, at the streaming. I saw an interesting question regarding the ice.
We will see you.
I didn't even see that. Before you answer that, let me just quickly see. Okay, so I've got Jet Power and I've got Dave, but the aviator guy, I don't have your details yet. You need to PM me on Discord and you need to send me your Apple Store email, please. That's for our records here, and then I can dispatch your winning ticket as well.
Is he a member of Discord? If you're not a member of Discord, go to Discord and join and tick OK box above the welcome screen.
Yeah. If you do not come back to me, then I can't give you your number. I hope you're still here, that you didn't leave when you didn't win. You know, so I hope you're still here. Okay, we've started our descent, gentlemen. Please continue your discussion. I'm happy.
No, there was a question regarding the ice.
Mm-hmm.
If you're flying at night, in cold conditions, it's hard to tell if you are in clouds. How do you judge when to turn on the ice?
It's actually easy. You come to this view and you switch on your wing lights, because that makes it like daylight. You can see it.
Unless the question is regarding engine anti-ice.
Have you ever had icing on the wings, Sasso, where it hasn't shown up on the windscreen wiper nut?
No, because in that case we do not allow ice to form. In other words, we use the wing anti-ice as a anti-icer instead of a de-icer sometimes.
Right.
So we don't allow. Technically, we do it just for a minute. We won't warm up the wing, and then off we go.
Whereas
if
Airbus
we are entering clouds, then most likely, if you have wind on the top of the wiper there, then most likely you're gonna have something on the wing as well.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Airbus has a de-icing probe, doesn't it, that ices up. The 737 doesn't have that as such, does it?
Yeah.
Do you always get icing around the edge of the windscreen generally if you've got ice on the wings as well?
Sorry, Mac?
Do you generally get icing around the edges of the windscreen if you've got ice on them?
Yes, usually yes.
Yeah. Which forms first? Any ideas?
No idea.
Okay.
Usually when we have ice, we are so busy because we are doing climb or descent that we are monitoring so many stuff at the same time.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just general observation I was thinking of for people.
Krister is asking a little bit more information, so let me just give you the first details. First of all, engine anti-ice only works up to -40. If it gets more cold than that, it's useless. You don't have to put it on. And the wing anti-ice you only use below 35,000 foot, because otherwise you get bleed air issues. You could get air issues, right? And then Assasso says they put it on for a minute or two, switch it off. That's it. That's on the wing. Okay. Sasso, anything else you want to add in there? When do you start? That's the question. When do you actually switch the wing anti-ice on?
The wind anti-ice.
Yeah.
As soon as we have some form of eyes on the windscreen, so in front of our eyes, basically on the wiper there where there is the attachment on the cockpit. Then if we see any builds up over there, it means that most likely we have something on the wing as well.
Level.
That's
Ready
when
for
we
approach checklist.
turn on the wing anti-ice. Remember, you might turn on the wing anti-ice briefly even without being in icing condition. Is rare as a situation, but it might happen. That's it really. But regarding the de-ice, there is not much to say. You use it when you see that there is something on the wing.
How often does that actually occur, icing on the wing, Sasso?
I would say it really depends on where you're flying, Mac. Really depends.
Okay, fair enough.
No rules on that. Depends how lucky you are with the bad weather.
Yeah, fair enough. And what latitude you're flying at, presumably.
Yeah, as well.
Right, Sean has just contacted me. I've sent him his code. Michele, thank you very much for your concession this evening. I mean, the guys need to appreciate that's $30 per license you gave away. That's $90 that Michele put into you guys this evening. Okay, $90 US. So thank you very much, Michele, and I hope you great success. I wish you great success with your software. And we're looking forward to the next iteration when you start adding the other components. Thank you very much.
And you must start saving up for an iPad, Nico.
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah, I'm talking with him in the background, guys, and I can tell you it's it looks great as a software. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be something to have to bring the simulation to the next level.
Yeah. Well, Krista is very impressed with it.
Yeah.
Listen, Uncle John as well. I don't know if he's had you guys, you know, in the same room as him when he was talking about this, but yo, he was very impressed with it. He loves it. You know, in actual fact, everybody that has received it so far sent me a thank you message afterwards saying how great it is and they're so happy. I haven't heard anything bad about it at all. It's wonderful. Gee, even Migma. Very impressed.
And we haven't talked about it, but this software isn't just for a 737.
Yeah.
If you go to the website, I don't know if somebody can put it's in the description, isn't it, Nico?
Yes.
There is about 10 or 12 aircraft that are currently supported.
Yeah, explain, eh? Explain.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, we just switch on the lights. She would have done it. Just want to keep doing that. Yeah, Krista sent me a nice message the other day. So he gave me a whole step-by-step thing of, you know, that thing that you and I did doing the shortcut and calculating or seeing the vertical speed and everything. Krista was very excited about that.
Been a few comments about that and that flight.
Yeah. Believe or not, guys, that thing that I told you regarding the descent
Come
page.
closer to your mic.
Yeah.
Flight
That
level 100. Landing light
The
switches
trick
on.
I told you regarding the descent page, some pilots they don't know because it's rarely used. Reason is 99% of the time you just get the point on top and navigation display show you the track, sorry, show you the deviation as is showing at the moment there in navigation display. You only go and use that feature if you are under other vectors. So, but it's a nice tool there.
When I look at Chicago right now, according to what I can see here, it is open now. It might have been closed, but currently it is open. Definitely open. In the real world, I can see the ATIS and everything now, so they probably opened it again. Yeah, but yeah, it's terrible. The weather is crazy. We in for it, yeah. Yeah, you see, look at the ice. Look at that flippin' ice. See that it goes away. Choop, there we go. And it's away. Thank you, Scotsman. Closer. Closer. Yes. Well, Krister, if we have to use it, you just got to run, buddy. Get in your golf cart and get there quickly. Ah, look, it's back. Good one, Sean. Thanks for contacting. I was getting worried about you. Glad you got it. Yeah, look, it's back. Linda, I wish you could just flick that switch once or twice. Yeah, you did great. You did well.
Radio altimeter.
1000 to level off.
This flippin' icing on the wing is stressing me out, man.
Ready for landing checklist.
That's your white bug you were talking about. We're right on that white bug. Look at that headwind, 45 knots. No, we're not in trouble. You have a great
Got a
captain
speed
on
brake.
board.
Reset
Oh,
the speed
yes.
brake.
Thank you, thank you. You're right.
No problem.
Okay, if we don't need auto land, we're not going to use auto land, but I'm arming it. RVR here for Cat 3 is 6 meters. Please, please, please stow your tongues. Keep your mouth shut. You don't want to bite your tongue now.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
No, no, Vaughn, no. There's the ice again, you're right.
Taxi lights on.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude 7.
The 8 knots on the nose.
Approaching. 3, 2, right.
Wind. There's the runway.
Cleared to land runway 32 right.
500. 400.
I'm just going to let it do that. Let's see.
300. 200. 100.
This is one hell of a test for the auto land.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse unlocked. Speed brake up. Auto brake in use.
I'd say that was good enough. Flip. Yeah. Okay, we are not braking as usual. We are struggling on this icy run.
60 knots.
Boys and girls, our sweetie. I'm so glad you guys are here to share this with me.
Great
This is very special.
You are
Thank you so
professional.
much. See, now look at this. Now it's not turning because it's now slipping. See, I'm too fast. Exactly what we were talking about earlier. Just too fast. Ice on the runway is making me slip. So whoever asked the question earlier, there's your answer. I just couldn't turn. So I'm gonna have to keep it nice and slow.
I was
Thanks,
watching.
guys.
Nice landing, by the way. Sorry, I had a phone call.
Yeah, if we have to, Nickma will go there, but at this point in time, it's not that bad. I must just slow down. That's the whole point here. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
If I remember,
Backing up back.
After landing procedure complete.
if anybody thinks it isn't real, they've had winds in Finland, and yesterday an aircraft landed from Geneva and the gust winds
Flaps up
blew
set.
the aircraft off the runway into a snowbank.
Yeah.
No injuries, nobody was hurt.
Sure. Yeah, but it must be a scary situation.
Oh
to go
yeah.
through.
Must be scary for the pilot, because at that point you know there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you just go for the ride. Yeah, you see, now, I'm traveling at 8 knots, 7 knots. Now I can turn. So you guys must remember, in icing conditions below 10, it's a bit slow. This was one of my highlights of the last 6 months in this flight simulator. I promise you, this was extraordinary, wonderful.
Approaching 1-4 right.
You've had a few good experience flights recently, haven't you?
I have. What reset this thing? Oh, there we go. Sure, I pressed the button. Anyway. Right, now I just need to find a place to go and park. Somewhere down there. It's fun. Now tell everybody to stay below 10. Go dashboard again. Aye.
And if you really want to have fun, folks, get a job as a tug driver and have to tow the aircraft in this weather.
Oops.
I've done that bit.
Okay.
And that must be a lot safer with these tugs that pick up the nose wheel compared with the ones with the tow bar on as well. So there was no snow on the runway, just a bit icy, was it?
Yeah, very icy.
Because this taxiway doesn't look particularly icy, does it?
No, it does. No, definitely. And if you look closely, you can see, look at the ice on the windscreens now. See,
No, fair
the
enough.
ice. Yeah. No, Mac, this is, look at the patches here in front of me. You can see that's,
Okay.
that's ice.
Okay, right, yeah, I can see it. But
Hey, Jet Power knows that he's got the experience as well, Mac.
yeah, he understands what I'm saying then.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on such a high. I wonder how I'm going to sleep. I get that one. Oh, yeah, this is slippery. I feel like I'm oversteering the tiller.
Oh, you will do, yeah, very easily.
But the airport, no, I don't think so. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. Sure. Here we go. Parking brake is set. Approach bad. Yeah, you try flying this weather. Landing's better. Okay, cool. Right.
Thank
Oh,
you
it's
for,
snowing.
Down procedure.
You're welcome.
thank you for the flight, Nick.
Nope, no problem. Look, it's snowing now. See? Now it's snowing. You can actually see this. Goedheid. That was a story. Okay. See? It's like, and hit the guys off. Well, ladies and gents, thank you so much, and thank you to Sasso for helping us out, and thank you to Michele for
Pleasure.
your kind gestures here, giving us those license keys. Guys, I hope you have a very good rest of your day and evening. I'm going to call it quits now, and I'll catch up in the week sometime. I need to work tomorrow still, okay? But I will only find out tomorrow if I still need to work the rest of the week or not. So that will determine how many times I fly and all these things, you know. So just bear with me, but I'll try and do a lot more. I'm waiting on Zibo. I've given him a couple of questions that I need answering for. For those of you that don't know, Level Up will release their new version on the 30th. That's, what's it, tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, 2 days.
Some
Tomorrow's
2
29.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the 30th, and I haven't been given the green light to show you this thing yet. Okay, so maybe that will also happen. I can show you the version. Please note the new version also requires new liveries. Okay, so there's that as well.
And do you know yet, Nico, whether the level up will require a new Zibo element?
I don't know yet, Mac. I don't know yet. That's one of the questions I sent to Zibo, but it's a very sensitive topic at this point in time that I
fair
can't
enough.
discuss openly.
No, fair enough.
We obviously want to continue as before and use the Zibo to update the level up, but if we can't, we can't. You know, it's just going to be one of those things. We'll have to see. Okay. But that's it. We'll keep you guys posted. Have fun. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.